Hey, hello everyone, welcome back to Paranormal Time. Today's video is all about the paranormal. Whether you are a believer or a skeptic, there is no denying that the idea of ghost spirits and other supernatural entities has captivated people for centuries. In this video, we'll be searching some of the most compelling evidence for paranormal activity and sharing some of the most chilling stories of ghostly encounters and discussing some of the most popular theories about what lies beyond our realm of understanding. So turn off the light, grab a blanket and get ready to explore the mysterious and often terrifying world of the paranormal time. Let's get started. Today I am going to tell a story about my grandpa's house. First, an apology if you see any mistakes. As written, I am reading it. I have had many ghost experiences, but today I will be telling you the experiences I have encountered only at my grandma's from the first encounter to the most recent experience I had. Her son, my uncle, died inside that house from throat cancer. We had a hole in his throat, so he could eat, talk, or breathe. Sadly, I don't think he died happily or peacefully. He was never happy, always in a bad mood and very antisocial. I wasn't sure if the spirit was him or another spirit pretending to be him. So I would try to communicate by using an old necklace of my grandma. Back then I never knew you could actually communicate with spirits by using personal or items close to them. I thought I invented this new way to communicate with the other world. I asked if it was my uncle. The necklace started moving up and down, so I decided the meant yes. I asked if he was a mean evil spirit and also asked if it wanted to help me. The necklace went sideways, which meant no, and circle meant maybe or unanswered. As time passed, when I would visit my grandma and stay the night a lot of times, I always felt like I was being watched. I was not on edge all the time, tense unknowingly, preparing myself for the worst days come. And time passes, this spirit would start misplacing my stuff like my phone. Confused about how it disappeared when it was just in my sight. I started looking everywhere, when even calling it from the home phone to make it easier, but I never heard it. I look under my pillow and thinking to myself, why the hell am I looking under a pillow for? Later on, still empathy handled, I get this strong feeling that I needed to look under that same pillow again, and when I looked, I surprisingly see the phone at the same place I looked before when it wasn't there. As I lifted the pillow, my phone vibrated from getting an incoming text. He has always misplaced my bobby pin, the only bobby pin I had over there, placed on a clean table right in plain sight. So I wouldn't end up losing it, but I lost it somehow because it wasn't on the table. I placed it on. Again, I am looking everywhere for this hairpin. I walk in the hallway and got strong feeling that I needed to look on the wall, automatically knowing that's where I would find it without looking up first, as I was thinking, why the hell would my bobby pin be on a wall? Come to find out, there was my bobby pin in between a nail that was holding a picture up on the wall right by the room I died in. I grabbed it and observed it to see if this was another bobby pin. If it was dusty from being up there for a while, kinda feeling freaked out because I finally realized that out spirits and other paranormal phenomena are as real as ever without any doubt. Hoping I won't be dragged down the hallway or hurt it anyway, because I always had that feeling but nothing physical ever happened. I was cleaning my grandpa's kitchen while on the phone with an old friend. I head into the living room for some reason I don't remember and seen the chair right by the hallway rocking back and forth with a pair of reading glasses placed perfectly in the middle. Chairs usually stop rocking quickly when someone gets up or even when someone pushes into it, because of the fact of gravity, but it was still rocking at the same pace for about 1 minute or so. Began to cry and felt my throat teetering up as I had feeling that those were my uncle's glasses. I began to grow curious with multiple thoughts like, what does it want? Is he trying to get any attention for a reason? Is this really my uncle? I felt like these whistles I felt while staying over there was not a pleasant talk. I felt scared and unsafe. The next day I asked my grandma, whose those glasses belong to? Come to find out, she said, those were your uncle's Roy. I freaked out and asked, where these were placed before they appeared at white chair last night? And white appeared on the chair last night. She said that she didn't remember, so I decided to tell her about what happened, already knowing that she wouldn't believe it, but was hoping she would. She didn't believe me. I began to tell my friends and told them I could prove it to them and this was real, and also to prove to myself that I wasn't losing my mind after all. I invited two friends and my cousin. There was another cousin that was a boy and he was in my grandma's room, sleeping or something, and the rest of us were putting makeup in each other and having a blast in the living room. Someone noticed a shadow that kept passing back and forth on the door, reflecting on the hallway walls from a light that was turned on in that room. We all looked and saw the shadow going back and forth in the floor of the door as well. As we huddled together and became frightened. Then we remembered that my other cousin was also in the house, so we thought he was messing with us. Feeling a little relieved, but still scared, we agreed to go and see it was my cousin. We held each other and hands while walking so closely by each other through the hallway to my room, where the shadow was in. As we make it to the door of the room and pooped our head, the sea was in there. There was nothing in the room. We looked in the closet and under the bed to try to see he was hiding and never found him. While all of us are in shock, we went in the room and he always stays in, to only see that he was sound asleep. We would have seen him peek into the room as well as out because the closed door in his room was in plain sight. The years later, nothing has really been happening, and my grandma was growing older and weaker, already paralyzed from only her right side. From falling sadly, knocking her time was almost out. I looked up with help guide my uncles to light for him, and to help the next family that will move into her house. Already knowing this was a very dangerous thing to do, I felt like I needed to do this. I thought about doing it all night, but I was too scared to follow through, thinking the worst outcome that could happen. That same night, when I was trying to fall asleep, the little pantry room across from me, which had magnet to hold it shut, opened for the first time ever. After all of the years I have been sleeping over there, never has the pantry door opened until that night. It creaked open and I heard a pop from the magnets disconnecting. I freaked the hell out, frozen scared to turn my head to see it. That noise was really the pantry opening. I ended up and falling asleep somehow and woke up the next morning. Minutes later, after waking up, the TV turned on by itself. She's had that TV for years and it never had timer set or anything else to have it automatically turned on. I freaked out, once again thinking that maybe he was mad, that I tried to help him. Then I thought, what if he was mad that I didn't help him? I'll never know now. My beautiful grandma passed a year ago and I haven't been at that house since. So there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the mysterious and often terrifying world of the paranormal time. Whether you are a believer or skeptic, there is no denying the enduring fascination that people have with ghost spirits and other supernatural entities. We hope you enjoyed this video and that it has left you with some new insights and perspective on this intriguing topic. As always, thank you for watching and we will see you in the next one. Until then, stay healthy, stay tuned. See you in the next episode. Good night.